Hi Scorpio, and welcome to your TarotVideoScope for 2016 by Ama. This will be just a general reading. If you do need to schedule a private reading with me, please you may contact me through my website amalightworker.com or through my email amalightworker@gmail.com. So happy holiday season to you, Merry Christmas and Happy New Year. Let's give me one moment here. I'm just picking up on general feelings, a lot of new beginnings, especially that have to do with your health, your business, and love. Being celebrated or reaping the rewards of your hard work shows up, and also you do have some challenges, and maybe you have to deal with some courts or legal issues or in signing important documents. So let's break it down without further ado, one by one. In the position representing you, you have the Five of Wands. And the Five of Wands, to me, it's a card that represents like a sham fight, imitation, competition. This is also some define this card as also a card of gold. It denotes exercise. Maybe some of you will be picking up a new exercise regime in order for you to having to deal with some health issues. But it also a lot of patience is required of you in order for you to resolve this issue. So this is success, winning a small battle that eventually will give you the opportunity for you to win a bigger battle. So some of you, the reason that this card showed up is because some of you are going to have to deal with maybe being trained into a new position at work. So this could be also related to a new job, where maybe you are going to be trained for the first 2 or 3 months before you actually take the full responsibilities of this new position. For some other ones, this can also be having to deal with preparations into having to deal with opening a new business. It could be that some of you already have a business and you are interviewing and testing different people in order for you to find the right people to hire for your business. But this could also be very significant for those of you who are into some sort of competition. It doesn't necessarily have to be like a sports competition. It's some sort of a competition when you really show off your skill, your talent. So you are going through a certain training when your talent is going to enter some sort of a competition, maybe in media, maybe singing, maybe your art, maybe painting, anything that is related to that. So if you work hard and persevere, rewards will be granted to you. So small success with a promise and with the opportunity to have even a bigger success, provided that you are going to be working hard for it. In the position of what could be crossing you, you have the Five of Swords. So the Seven of Swords, I meant to say. So in the position of what could be crossing you, you have the Seven of Swords. So again, the Seven of Swords denotes success. However, something left behind. So in order for you to achieve this success, maybe you have to sacrifice something, so something left behind. However, this is also a card that comes with a huge warning: something lost or something stolen. So you have to be very, very careful around that. For some of you, it can be stealing an idea, maybe stealing an important client for you, and this is where that competition part enters for some of you. This can also be a little bit challenges around maybe you losing your power and your authority. So this can also be like a very minor setback. So in order for you to achieve this success and to move forward in these areas of your life, especially that has to be with business, career, money and finance, health and love for some of you. Now for some Scorpios, this could be true in all of these areas. So some minor setback, some issues to be resolved, but ultimately it's going to pay you great, because whatever it is that you are going to start year 2016, you may end up resolving all of these issues, and for some of you even double your earnings, double your success, double your self-authority, but also double that authority that you hold in the world, in your work space, your credentials, so to speak. So It's very important in 2016 that you do not let your plans being taken by someone else. Always be persistent and follow through with your plan. I would very much be careful if you lose something or something is being stolen from you, like identity theft, protecting your credit cards. Maybe you need to put an alarm system in a business or in a home, so be very careful around that in 2016. So this is not such a good news, but again, please be careful with that. In the position of what's above you, you have the Judgment. And the Judgment, to me, it's a card that denotes you're going to get some news, some improvements. Be ready to roll with some changes and figure out what changes you need to make in order for you to achieve a very significant success in your life. So in order for you to achieve a success that is very near and dear to your heart, is very personal, whether it is in family matters, whether it is in love, in health, or in finances, you have been doing the same thing all over again, therefore you keep getting the same results. So this card calls your attention into some changes, re-evaluations that you need to go through in order for you to make these changes so you can avoid making the same success again. And I have a very strong feeling that this is especially true when it comes to business partnership. Make sure that you have all the right contracts in order, or all the financial plan in order. So in terms of your finances, something in here has got to change, has got to improve, but a lot of hard work and effort is required on your side. You need to figure out with your own personal finances where to cut some expenses, how to make more wealth and abundance entering your life, where to invest your money, where not to invest your money. Some of you will have to make a plan in order for you to figure out how much money you can afford to invest in your own education, like getting student loans, or even investing into, again, a talent that you have. So some of you, what I'm hearing right now for some of you is that maybe you did have a little bit of not so good reputation or a challenging reputation, especially if you are in a field that has to do with the public, like media, or you are a performer. So something in here is changing, because this time you have that even greater support from the larger public. It's like the public, or the people around you, love you now. They're changing your perspective about you. They're welcoming you. So something in here has got to change, because you need to follow your heart, and you need to make this happen, sorting out and reevaluating your feelings, your personal relationships, and your finances. So again, a sudden good news related to that will show up for you out of nowhere to give you a boost and to really help you to see what changes or solutions are available for you at this time. In the position of what's the root cause for this, you have the Temperance. And the Temperance is a great card to have, because to me it represents having angels protection and divine forces and angels working on your behalf behind the scenes to make something happen for you that for most of the time you won't see the results of this right away. But you can feel, some of you are very intuitive, and you can feel that something is about to change, something is about to happen. It's like a good news out of nowhere is coming in order for you to balance anything that is out of balance. Now, some old issues will arise to test you in 2016. These issues have to do with health matters that maybe you thought you dealt with. Maybe like a chronic condition that will show up for you in order for you to deal. For some of you, it can be a skin problem or infection, or anything that has to do with like an inflammatory disease, allergies, sinuses. I keep getting migraines for some of you. So generally it denotes like a health condition when you are definitely way too sensitive toward something, even food or cholesterol or diabetes. But especially the first thing that I picked up on was in some sort of a skin sensitivity, skin problems. Another problem that could arise to test you is maybe old love that you thought you dealt with it, old friendships, or problems in friendships that maybe you decided they're not going to be part of your life anymore. Some of these can arise to test you. So another problem that could arise to test you that is definitely associated with this card is having to deal with an old business or with an old partnership in business that you thought you dealt with it, but then some of these issues will come back to you in order for you to resolve them once and for all. For some of you, it can be that maybe some changes into the family structures, some problems around improving a home, improving a family problem. Again, problems will arise for you to test you, but you have great angel support in order for you to balance this out, because as you have to go through resolving these issues, again, that sudden good news, a breakthrough news, or more information finds you, that angels and the divine forces are making this happen for you in order for you to improve this condition and ultimately achieve balance. Now, for some of you, this family problem could be dealing with having a hard time communicating with a child. That's how I am perceiving this. So something around a child that ultimately will be resolved to bring this matter into balance. In the position of the near past, another great card, you have the Ace of Cups. The Ace of Cups is again a card that denotes new beginnings, new love, new passion, following a new path in your life where you really feel more passionate about, a new wealth, new abundance, because see, the cup in here is not only feeling but is also overflowing. So wonderful opportunities will be offered to you in 2016, just out of nowhere. So something in here is changing, because out of nowhere you could be presented with an opportunity to maybe join somebody else in an investment and make some profit of it down the road. Not for some of you, not immediately. Maybe to join like a board of directors, to join other people into a business that they have, but also being asked to perform something. Again, a lot of these cards that I'm picking I'm picking up through this spread for you guys, for Scorpios, have a lot to do with those of you who have some sort of who are a little bit in the public eye, and maybe you are a judge, a teacher is in the public eye, anybody who deals with like a YouTube channel like I do, vlogging, blogging, media, all of that. So for all of you that somehow do work, are in the public eye, you are going to be presented with this wonderful opportunity to do even more related to that and to follow your passion. And this could be a great reward for a theme of Scorpio. I don't know what this is, but a lot of Scorpios are going to be in the public eye, maybe winning like an I don't know if it's going to be an Oscar or some grand prize like that, maybe something related to music or a sports competition. But this is again bringing home that reward. In the position of the near future, you have the Pope. And the Pope is another great card to have, because to me it denotes opportunities, establishment, organization, truth, understanding, maybe new family structure. So the psychic meaning of it is divine help, prayers being answered, God working with you and through you, not only to make your desires come true, but also through you make answers to some prayers for the people around you. For some of you, the family structure is changing. Maybe this Pope shows up for you also to bring you important advice at the right time, important people entering your life. So you are going to have great luck into finding the right professional or legal representation for those of you that need to have that. So something wonderful and some big changes that are happening into the family structure that definitely are going to leave you very pleased and very spiritual fulfilled. So you could be asked to join a very, very important organization. like a country club, or even something even bigger and more hired for that. This is definitely also is related to anything that has to do with your academic achievement. So great support in academic achievement, but even maybe some of you will be asked to work at a university, like a teacher, so being part of an important organization. Another reason that this card showed up, that maybe I also keep getting something around changes in a family structure that have to do with a child, maybe a better understanding with a child, but also maybe a child in the making, maybe a pregnancy or a child entering your life, and most definitely the right professionals with the right advice showing up for you out of nowhere just when you need it, just when you're about to give up. And in the position of your attitude, your internal feelings, you have the Lovers. What a great card to have. So it denotes partnership, being connected in love, very sensitive to others' needs. So for those of you who are already in an established bond, like in a marriage, a union, maybe you are going to have to go through some ups and downs, maybe some litigations, because some of you will be prone to be very easily aggravated or irritated in 2016, and you may also feel this energy right now in December when I'm shooting this video. So a lot of patience is required of you to deal with love matters. So this is true for those of you who are already in a loving and established relationship. So you may have to deal with that, but again, a lot of patience is required. Another reason that this card showed up, I'm just picking up on this feeling that issues around love, not necessarily with a past lover, but maybe having to see how you can change your perspective and your feelings and your point of view in love in general, like reevaluating your past love, your past relationships, and see now that you are ready to embark into this new love, now that this new person entered your life, what can you change in order for you not to make the same mistake again? So this can be that brand new beginning and feeling more passionate. Something in here is changing for the better in existing relationships, and for those of you who are single and looking, a brand new relationship, love union shows up, and you are going to be very careful not to make the same mistake again, so being more mature and more patient this time around. This can also be entering a very successful partnership, a very important partnership with an organization, or even with a new business partner. In the position of your environment and how people see you, or the environment and the people around you, you have the Three of Cups. So this is celebration. So at least one goal is achieved in 2016, because this is people around you gathering to celebrate you, to celebrate one of your successes, one of your achievements. This can also be a celebration related to the birth of a child, or a good news from a child. So some of you could be, this is a gathering with friends and family to celebrate maybe like a bachelorette party or a bachelor's party. For some of you, it can be a farewell party, because some of you will be moving to do even more important things in terms of your career. It could be that some of you could also be moving or improving a certain condition in your life. And I forgot to say earlier that through one of the cards, this could also be some sort of improvement around home and family as well. So maybe having to deal with a new family, and this is with a new home, and this is where the celebration comes in, or even improving, doing renovations and home improvements, and then you have a gathering to celebrate that. So definitely at least one success being celebrated. You are being rewarded. A lot of planetary movements are working on your behalf. A lot of divine forces, or the universe, is working behind the scenes to make a success happening for you, provided that you are willing not to give up, to be persistent, and to roll in with the new changes. So congratulations for that. In the position of your internal feelings, hopes, fears, and wishes, you have the Justice. So the Justice card is a card to me that denotes balance. So you may have to deal with courts, legal matters, maybe some challenges around that. For some of you, it can be these old issues that now are finding their way, and you're going to have to resolve them in 2016. So maybe something that you thought you dealt with for some of you. So you have great support into anything that you have to deal with in terms of courts, legal matters, immigration matters. So if you are persistent and you don't give up, then this is great rewards finding you through this course and legal system. So ultimately, something in here is happening in order for you to find that balance. So let me just concentrate for a moment. Let me see what else could be related to. This could also be you maybe have to deal with this courts, government, legal system, also for because you need to start something new, maybe a marriage license, maybe it could be a divorce license for some of you. I'm sorry to tell you that. So this is not going to be true for all of you, but you know who you are because you already know that you are headed toward that way. So it's not going to be a surprise if you hear me saying this. So you can easily identify yourself with this part of my reading. So maybe he's applying for a license, a certificate, a driver's license. So anything that you need in order for you to have this new beginning in love and in business matters. So this can also be travel and important unions and meetings. So a lot of gathering with important people, authority people that are going to help you to sort out some of these problems in order for you to achieve that balance and move forward in life. So the outcome, you have the Wheel of Fortune, another great card. How wonderful is that? Because it denotes important news, important information. The karmic wheel of events is now changing in a very positive way, and life and situations are going to intervene. They're going to change things for you here and there, maybe suddenly, maybe out of nowhere, unexpectedly. So the universe can change the direction of the course of your actions in a much more positive way to give you even a much more wonderful outcome that you ever planned for from the beginning. So expect that plan that you have, anything that you planned for you to happen in 2016. So I expect some changes to that plan, step-by-step plan. So the goal is still there, that is going to happen. But if you are persistent and you understand these new changes and you accept these new changes, then even better opportunities will be headed your way. This can also be a great financial reward for some of you. So I have this feeling that if you already started something in order for you to improve your financial situation right off the top, right off the beginning, maybe in the first 3 or 4 months of 2016, you could see this financial reward finding you, this money, this abundance. Or it can be that maybe you are just now starting something new in terms of your finances, like a new job, a new business, a new investment. And as you go toward maybe September, October, this is when you are going to see that greater money and that greater profit finally in your pockets. So whatever it is, it seems that your luck is shifting and you have great support and great luck in 2016. But again, please be patient, avoid fights, and don't give up, but because your hard work and perseverance will reward you even greatly that you ever planned for. So again, this was just a general reading. Please, if you liked it, like, share, and subscribe. If you do need to reach out to me for a private reading with tarot, or maybe opening your Akashic records, a healing session with me, you may do so through my website amalightworker.com or through my email amalightworker@gmail.com. Again, happy holiday season to you, Merry Christmas, and have a great year.